Hi friends, welcome to #me. So in continuation of the multi-threading series, I'm going to be giving you a new video on blocking and priority queue in Java. So this would be probably one of the last few remaining topics of the multi-threading related series. So we'll see first what is the blocking queue, and afterwards see the priority queue. So let's deep dive into the video. So according to definition, what is blocking queue? It's basically a thread-safe queue in Java that supports uh, blocking operations for like waiting for the queue to become non-empty. So if you consider a queue, it can be called as a blocking queue. So what will happen? Uh, yeah, so it's like a producer in the producer consumer problem, like there is like one stream that is continuously producing or like pouring on some like stuff like some data in a stream, and there is a consumer stream. It's continuously consuming stream. So whatever data the producer produces, the simultaneously it goes on uh, consuming by the consumer stream, but like there is a blocking queue in place. So uh, producer will produce until like the area or like the buffer of the blocking queue is full, and there is a flag maintained for it to indicate that blocking key is empty or blocking queue is full. So it keeps on when it's empty, it will be indicated by like flag some like -1 value, and after that it will increase the value, and once it is of a full condition, so simultaneously it can be indicated to producer stream, so that no more data can be put in like or in bytes or so to the producer stream. And similarly, when it's in consumer stream, it can check by with the help of flag that currently how many data is there, and if it's empty, it cannot read any data or consume any data. And if it's like if it's started filling, it can consume any data, and if it's full, that may also be indicated that to the consumer stream. So it's like act as a bridge between the producer and consumer stream. That's a blocking queue, and basically with the help of waiting operations, it helps to for the it supports blocking operations like waiting for the queue to become non-empty. So non-empty when retrieving the elements, waiting for the space to become available for storing the elements. Yeah. So as I told that producer will wait for the stream to make it available for storing the elements, and consumer will wait to become it non-empty for retrieving the elements. So it's an example. It's present in the java.util.concurrent package, and basically as I gave you the example, it's basically designed for producer consumer queues, and there is a classic example of a blocking queue, but it also supports the collection interface. So let's see further. So we'll see the definition of priority blocking queue. The priority blocking queue is basically an implementation of blocking queue that order elements based on natural ordering or a specified comparator. Yeah. So it's like a typical implementation of a typical, or you can say the specific implementation of a blocking queue, in which elements it decides on the basis of order in which elements are processed. Either they are in the natural ordering, or they can be specific. Can be a specified comparator. They can be sorted either based on natural ordering, in which the order they are inside, or you can specify using a comparator, and whatever order order logic you specify in the comparator, the custom built comparator, it will work according to that logic, that specific priority blocking queue. So you can set specific priority that, so like some elements won't be processed on priority. So as per the name goes, it's a priority blocking queue, and it's again present in the java.util concurrent package. So you can say priority blocking queue is a specific like a specialized example of a blocking queue. So but yeah, it does unlike other blocking queues, it does not have any capacity restriction, so it's basically unbounded. So yeah, priority queue is like unbounded, so there would be like no any specific size related restrictions on that, like 10, 20, 30 elements, so it can virtually grow to any size. That's the peculiarity of blocking queue. So let's see further. So the blocking queue use cases are producer consumer pattern, simplify data exchanges between threads. As I told you, how it works in while in the producer consumer pattern. After that, yeah, thread pools, like in the database also you need, there is a need of thread pools when you need to manage multiple tasks together, or in the memory it's specifically required thread pools. So over there blocking queue is specifically used, and with multiple threads they work together and their task can be made. Log processing, so yeah, logging frameworks, we can use the blocking queue for message queue. So typical example you can give like logging framework, uh, uh, like maybe log4j, slf4j, and in the case of messaging queue, by using the like Apache Kafka messaging queue, or other specific messaging queue. So other specific logging frameworks or messaging queue log processing can be used. Yeah, this is a specific use case. And event queues, like handling the DDMS, distributed database management system, and in which event-based processing is required. That can be used in blocking queue. So these are like three, four many major important, like producer consumer pattern is one is the thread pools, that can be also in database or normal thread pools in Java. Log processing frameworks can be used, event queues. So let's see further. Priority blocking use cases. So the priority blocking use cases are task scheduler. Yeah. So specific like task scheduler algorithms that can work behind the scenes. They use the priority blocking queue. E-commerce order management system. E-commerce or order management system, it can be typical ERP applications. There we can use a priority blocking queues in which you can set on the priority for a specific task. Gaming application in which real-time event handling of various tasks or like objects needs to be done. That is like typical example of priority blocking queues. And also like healthcare system in appointment scheduling, and you can decide the priority, and in which you can the doctor can prioritize on the number of cases, and considering the severity of the patient, he can appoint the specific schedule. He can like give more priority or like more important the specific schedule. So that is a use case of priority blocking queue. You can consider while designing a healthcare system or gaming applications in which like real-time data is required when handling. These are like some examples. So basically the advantages of blocking queue, what are the advantages? So yeah, one is the first and foremost is the thread safety, that they are synchronized, they are thread safe operations, and they ensure the thread safety. There is an advantage. Blocking behavior, yeah, blocking behavior means as doing synchronized, so like one thread is being processed, so other thread has to wait until the processing is done. And like the other is like various queue implementation, like array blocking queue, in which you can maintain an array in the they can be processed in the array form of collection, the queue elements. So there is array blocking queue. So no manual synchronization, reduce complexity in multi-threaded programming. So like whatever synchronization. So no manual synchronization introduces the complexity in multi-threaded programming. So there are also some limitations of blocking queues, like there is a performance overhead, because as you know, while maintaining synchronization, it may impact performance because because the time is required, because one thread one thread is executed, so other set of thread they need to be kept on waiting, so it's a performance overhead, it's time consuming. The size restrictions for BlockingQueue specifically, there are size restrictions for so they have introduced priority blocking queue to work on the size restriction. But there are like fixed size queues only you can process in BlockingQueue, and they may result in deadlocks. Not often, but there can quite be cases in which there can be deadlocks. After that, we have debugging complexity. Multi-threading makes debugging challenging. So, like while debugging BlockingQueue multi-threaded applications, like which thread specifically is stuck, or like it's like consuming more heat, more space, and like and you need to debug, and that's a bit challenging. Not ideal for all scenarios, like single thread applications. It's not recommended. So these are some limitations. So now let's compare between BlockingQueue versus PriorityQueue as a case to case. So ordering, when it's come to BlockingQueue, there is no specific order or like natural ordering of elements, but priority blocking, they order elements based on priority. As it can be a natural ordering, or like using comparators you can do, as we saw it earlier. And the capacity, it's BlockingQueue can be bounded or unbounded. Yeah. Now here, like to more specifically, it is either bounded, it can be bounded also, and unbounded also. Priority BlockingQuue is always unbounded. There are no size restrictions in it. And if you consider performance, they are usually faster for general purpose tasks, and as priority BlockingQueue, there is a natural ordering, so we need to do sorting of element, and but obvious we do the sorting, the priority BlockingQueue is much slower as compared to performance. Use cases, general BlockingQueue is for general producer consumer tasks. Scenarios where task prioritization is crucial. Yeah, so general, like as I explained earlier, so the general specific producer consumer tasks, or message queues, you can consider blocking queues. And like specific task prioritization is crucial in gaming scenario or the healthcare app, where you specifically the task priorities, we need to decide who need to give preference, and that they become special use cases for priority blocking queue. So we compared on the basis of ordering performance. When it comes to ordering, there is no ordering to blocking element blocking queue, but it's to priority blocking queue. The capacity, like bounded, unbounded. Performance, it's like much faster blocking queue, but as priority it comes slower. And use cases, like as they differ in the their operation, like mode of operation, so use cases are different. So coming to the summary, BlockingQueue and priority BlockingQueue are essential for threads of operations in Java. Yeah, they are integral part of threads of operations. And BlockingQueue is ideal for general purpose multi-threading tasks, and second, the repetition of the same point. And priority BlockingQueue is a specific specializing priority based task management, and choosing the right implementation depends on applications. Choosing the right implementation depends on applications requirements. So what are the requirements depends on that. So this video was all about giving an introduction of BlockingQueue, and to see the details of priority BlockingQueue. Hope you must have liked it. So do keep liking, subscribing to #TechieMit, and some more videos to come on multi-threading. See you then.